On Europe editor Phil Colclough. Mission Eurovision's Anna Ferguson. Eurovision broadcaster Lisa Jane Lewis. OK UK President Alastair Rendell. All Out Eurovision.
I'm David Murphy. Welcome to All Out Eurovision. Let's find out what's coming up on this week's show with JP.
Representing Bulgaria,
Victoria, and growing up is getting old. Elena Zadrino and
Greece,
Stefania and Last Dance. Destiny and Je me casse.
Yeah, I'm too good to be true, but there's nothing in it for you. So if I show some skin, doesn't mean I'm giving in. Not your baby. Je me casse. Je me casse. I'm not your baby. Excuse my French.
representing Portugal,
The Black Mamba and Love is on My Side.
Love is on my side. Love is on my side. Hey, my side. Oh, maybe not tonight.
representing Romania,
Roxanne and Amnesia.
Not alone, self-love, amnesia. I lost myself trying to have it all. This world feels in a rush, and they say they know it all. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. Self-love, amnesia. So worry if it got you, 'cause you're not alone, not alone.
representing San Marino,
Senate and Adrenaline.
Hot girl, have you seen her? We up in smoke, fireworks, adrenaline.
All those songs and artists coming up on this week's show. As always, my intrepid panel: Phil Colclough, Anna Ferguson, Martin Palmer, JP, Alastair Rendell and Lisa Jane Lewis will be giving us their movers and shakers in this year's contest. Let's get things underway with Bulgaria.
representing Bulgaria,
The world's biggest music contest. Get closer. Feel more. All Out Eurovision.
Playing Tetris with my feelings, trying to keep them all inside. Hollow shadows, and my soul is spilling over. I'm out of time. Closing every door, wanna be alone. Lonely is the way that I survive. Sick of wanting more, sitting on the floor, wondering where all my feelings go. Nervous systems aching, It's an ocean of emotion that I'm carrying inside. I am cautious, 'cause I've never understood how so much can fit in little me. Star-crossed soul, and I'm used to letting go. Sink deeper in the flow of it. My demons know exactly where my fears are hiding all my tears. I'm torn by nervous systems aching. Growing up is getting old. Anxiety is draining. Getting up is growing old. And if I ever take that second to leave my worries behind, maybe I could tread the waters of time. Get out of my mind. And growing up is getting old. Growing up is getting old. It's growing old. Getting up is growing old. If your world is breaking and growing up is getting old, know that you're worth saving, and getting up is all you got.
It's David Murphy with you on All Out Eurovision. Now, Bulgaria know how to send a good song to this contest. What did the panel make of their effort this year?
The first time I listened to it, I thought, is that all they could come up with? And then I started and put my sensible writing hat on to try and describe this, because I'm not doing a reaction video. I even asked other people if I was being too hypercritical, and they said, no, just say what you think. This song has no impact. I'm not its intended audience, but who is? I'm really struggling to find out. It's a long 3 minutes when I was listening to it, because it just seemed to be more monotonic than melodic, and it's just problematic than being out and out awful. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a bad song. I just can't see who's going to vote for it. 2 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's definitely something Bulgaria have been abiding by this year. To be honest, I think her song last year was a lot better. Last year, it might have snuck through as a victory. I'm not so sure this year. It's pleasant. She's very much a good singer. The song is nice. It's got a lovely instrumental break. But there's just something about it that you get about a minute in and think, oh, that's very nice. But you get about 3 minutes in and you think, oh, I can't remember what that was. So it'll do well, but it's not going to win. 7 points.
I waited quite a while for this song to get going, and then it didn't really. I don't know about you, but I just want to party and be joyous at this year's Eurovision, and this song doesn't achieve that for us. It's a passable song, but it's not our cup of tea really, so giving this one 3 points.
I quite liked the Bulgarian song. It's a good piece of songwriting. Victoria is definitely a very talented singer. We've yet really to see how she'll deliver it on the big stage, but I have hopes that this one will finish well. I don't think it's a winner. I think last year a lot of people were talking about Bulgaria maybe being a shock surprise winner, but I don't think that's going to happen this year. But I predict that this will be a decent finish for Bulgaria in a few weeks' time. I am giving the Bulgarian song 6 points.
I already liked Bulgaria's entry from 2020, and I am glad that Victoria gets the chance to represent her country in 2021 with another great song. Growing Up is Getting Old reminds me very much of the entry from Lithuania in 2018 by Ieva Zasimauskaitė, When We Are Old. And that might have the same effect in this year's contest, getting a remarkable position just below the top 10. Bulgaria, my 6 points go to you.
Like several other nations, I feel that 2020 was the year for Bulgaria to challenge for the Eurovision title, and 2021 has been more of a showcase for Victoria's undeniable talent and her songwriter's ability. Growing Up is Getting Old is a beautiful song with a lovely story, sung by a perfect voice. But unfortunately, this is so gentle that it will fall off the radar and won't be troubling this year's top 10. 8 points from me.
Representing Cyprus.
Formula for the banger. Let's see how Cyprus fare with our panel this year.
So in a year when returning artists are on vogue, it seems that recurring song themes are also in around Europe. The island of Aphrodite have gone with revisiting past glories insofar as this song will be the third in 4 years that all sound the damn same. It's straight out of the Lady Gaga playbook, specifically sounding like any of her songs to start with, and if you close your eyes you can almost hear her singing it at any point in the 3 minutes. It's a pretty standard banger by numbers that doesn't stray too far from the getting loads of people televoting for it recipe that the last 3 songs have had, which will yield them limited success. 5 points.
Cyprus, they are very much getting into fan favourite territory year after year. Not my favourite, but I do like it. I do like this a lot, but like so many of their other so-called fan favourites in recent years, and let's not talk about their song in 2020, I think this isn't quite going to do it. I don't think it's quite got what it takes. It'll be very interesting to see what she's like live. It's a decent song, it's catchy, it's radio friendly, you know she's going to perform it well, you know it's the sort of song that if we were actually allowed to have Euro clubs this year would be played every single night till we're sick to the back teeth of it. And it is going to do well, but is it a winner? No. 8 points.
I've just been rereading the notes we wrote about this on our first listen through, and well, then not repeatable. On the second listen, it's not too bad. I could do without some of the tricks and the naffy bits. That's a technical term for you all, but still not completely sold. We'll probably love it when we hear it live, though. We're going to give this one 5 points.
I absolutely love El Diablo. I think it's such a great song. I know everyone is saying it's just a rip-off of Lady Gaga's Bad Romance, but I like Lady Gaga's Bad Romance very much. I think it's a cracking song. So this song I also like because it's got a similar vibe to it. I think the video that we've seen is absolutely brilliant, and I hope that they will take the best of that video and bring it to the stage. I think I probably like this more than the voting public will, or the juries will. So I think for me, this is going to be one of the ones that I get annoyed that it doesn't finish as high as I think it should. But I think this is a cracking little song, and I really, really hope it does well. I'm giving Cyprus 10 points.
Cyprus sends in a very modern song, which very much reminds me of a song by Lady Gaga. I'm pretty sure El Diablo will do extremely well at the Eurovision Song Contest this year, and some of the songwriters are the same that also wrote the song for San Marino. They are Jimmy the Joker Thornfeld, Laurel Barker, Oxa and Thomas Steingart. When I'm listening to the song, it just makes me feel good and I'm singing with it. Cyprus, you get my 8 points.
After a temporary glitch in the Matrix, Cyprus are back with what they do best, a banger based on who is popular in the charts. Lady Gaga is the target this time, and Elena Sanguinu is the muse with a song that has got some at home all riled up about El Diablo. She has the perfect voice and look for this track, and if we get anything like the video, Cyprus are in the final and have at least a mid-table finish like Tamta. 8 points from me.
Representing Greece.
All Out Eurovision.
My heart was born a radical, electric and dynamical. I've never listened to the remedies, but no forever's, no eternities. Holding on beyond the night, for a shadow that feels right. Holding on beyond the night to you. If the dreams we made are made of fire, I will give it life just to live and dream again. If our hearts are hanging on a wire, let's forget the world below and dance until the end. Let's dance, oh let's dance, a rock and roll dance. Let's sing, oh let's dance. Let's dance, oh oh My heart was born in neon lights, floating in space like satellites, looking for signs of life tonight, as we collide in black and white. Holding on beyond the night, for a shadow that feels right. Holding on beyond the night to you. If the dreams we made are made of fire, I will give it life just to live and dream again. Let's dance, oh let's
12 points from Cyprus for Greece are pretty much guaranteed, but how about the points from our panel members here on All Out Eurovision?
When I first heard this song, my immediate thought was to pan it like I had done with Cyprus. On first listen, it's a clone of every Balkan banger ever. Then I came to write this, and you know what? It might have been a case of same old, but the real people that vote in this contest aren't going to know or care. All they're going to hear is something they'll associate with Eurovision, and after all, the main point is to win a competitive singing contest, and to that end it ticks all the boxes. Good hook, catchy tune, typical Greek pretty girl staring down the camera, and she'll probably do a bit of dancing as well, not moving at all from the formula there then. This is qualifying for sure. It'll probably go top 10 as well, but the jurors might, just might, mark it down if they stick to their marking criteria. 7 points.
So I really didn't like the Greek song last year. It's probably one of my least favourites in the contest. So when it was announced that Stefania was coming back, I was slightly underwhelmed. But when I first heard this, I was like, actually, quite like this. Yes, there's quite a lot of 80s vibes going on this year, but, you know, as someone who likes the 80s sound, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Is it going to do well? Again, like so many others this year, see what the live performance is like. It could be fantastic, it could be a car crash, we just don't know. But you know what? I absolutely love this. One of my top 10 favourites this year. And yeah, I think this is going to come top 10. It's not going to be a winner. It's not going to be Athens next year, but a good song nonetheless. 10 points.
Because I watched the YouTube video while listening to this song, I've got to be honest, I got mega excited by a flying horse in the video and didn't pay attention to much else. The song makes me want to put leggings and leg warmers on and have a bop around the living room. That's always a good thing for Mission Eurovision. This gets 7 points from us.
Well, now Greece. It's interesting, this song, isn't it? Because on the one hand, it's a fun, up-tempo pop number, nothing to complain about. But on the other hand, it's a fun, up-tempo pop number with nothing to complain about. So it sort of depends on how you say it as to what you're trying to say about it. But either way, it is a fun, up-tempo pop number with nothing really to complain about. Stefania is definitely in the sort of Britney mould. And I remember her very much from Junior Eurovision in 2016, which seems ridiculous. That was 5 years ago. She's a good singer. She's a good performer. It'll be interesting to see this on stage. But I think that this sits in the kind of group of songs that might end up being shock non-qualifiers, because we're going to have a few of those this year. And I think this could be one of them. Could go either way for Greece, but I am giving it 5 points.
Greek-Dutch singer Stefania was part of the Dutch girl group Kisses, and I actually interviewed them at the Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2016, which came from Malta. It's great to see the young artists making the move from the Junior Eurovision Song Contest to the Eurovision Song Contest. But about the song, I'm a little bit disappointed and expected better from Greece. If I would not know about the Greek diaspora voting, I would be certain that this year's Greek entry will not be getting into the grand final. I'm afraid just 5 points for Greece.
I seem to be one of the few that prefer Stefania flying into 2020 as Supergirl than her current offering for 2021. For me, Last Dance is her kryptonite. An OK pop song that has very little drive in it due to that not being Stefania's forte. Apparently the Greek delegation have been hinting at something totally new as her staging in Rotterdam. They will need it to get Stefania into the final in her homeland. 6 points from me.
Representing Malta.
Babe, are you hurting? Are you alright? You look like an angel that's fell from the sky. And boy, you keep talking, massaging my ego, but you're on a original pickup line.
Hell no, what you gonna do?
Hell no, I am not your honey. Hell no, I don't want your money. Got it wrong, I ain't into dummies. Nah, So baby, it's not a maybe. Yeah, I'm too good to be true. There's nothing in it for you. So if I show some skin, doesn't mean I'm giving in. Not your baby.
Je me cache.
Je casse.
I would love a win for Malta, not least of all because I fancy a holiday in Valletta. Let's see if the panel think it might be on the cards this year.
This is your winner. Oh, you want more? I don't think words can do this song enough justice. It's just classier than almost anything else in this contest for me. Destiny's been primed from this from the moment she won Junior, and her introduction doing the heavy lifting in Tel Aviv for a song that was underpowered has stood her in good stead for a crack at the title. Yeah, alright, this song was originally in the Swedish selection, and yeah, it's aiming at all the usual constituencies, but let's face it, good songs and good singers get to the top. If I could declare the contest ended now, I would. 10 points.
Well, this could be the winner. I mean, we say every year, don't we? Oh, it's the closest year ever, it's going to be so close, no obvious winner, and, you know, a song ends up winning by 1,000 points. Actually, I think it might be a close year this year, but I do think this is the one that's got what it takes. It's not my favourite, but every time I hear it, I like it that little bit more, but she is undoubtedly a great singer. She can definitely perform the pants off this song. It's the song that's going to do well both with the jury and with the televote. And yeah, I genuinely think this is going to be this year's winner. So from me, not my favourite, but a very solid 8 points for Malta.
Okay, so this one made me do an actual head bop. This is fun, it's lively, it's upbeat, and we always appreciate a good horn section. Her voice sounds incredible, so we're really looking forward to seeing this on the stage. Destined for greatness? Maybe. So 8 points for Mission Eurovision.
Oh, Malta. Well, I'm literally gobsmacked. I think Malta have really benefited from the cancellation of last year's contest, because the song they had last year, it was okay. It was a good song. Destiny is a great singer. You could literally give her absolutely anything and she will sing the bejeebers out of it. But that song last year just didn't quite feel like Destiny. It felt like a song that was written and Destiny was a good singer and they put the two together and it didn't add up to the sum of its parts. Je me casse is a completely different story. This feels 100% like it comes from Destiny's soul and I love it. Malta is one of my top 2 this year. I've got 2 favourites. I can't decide. No, that's not true. I've got 3 favourites and I can't decide between them which is my actual favourite. But Malta is very much riding high in my top 3 for this year. I absolutely love it, and by no surprise, I'm giving Malta 12 points.
Excuse my French. To me, this is the absolute winner of the Eurovision Song Contest 2021, Malta. And Destiny, she's presently the best what the Mediterranean Pearl has to offer, and in addition to an amazing singer, I love the song. Also looking at the betting odds, there are more people seem to like the entry for Malta to win the contest this year. Destiny is the reborn Aretha Franklin, and she won the Junior Eurovision Song Contest with No Not My Soul. That won for Malta in 2015. I would give it 1,000,000 points, but we are limited to just 12. And they are for Malta and Destiny.
The best chance Malta have ever had of winning Eurovision? Perhaps, but I'm still not sure that Je me casse is the right song for Destiny. Nightmarish flashbacks of Eurovision's last dalliance with electro swing give me cause for concern, along with the feeling that the official video was pushing her into performance areas that were out of character. One of the best voices of 2021 might still be enough though. 8 points from me.
Representing Portugal.
All Out Eurovision.
Left home when I was only sweet 16, chasing blind love in a bunch of broken dreams. Don't know how I thought I'd be a queen. I could do anything, and somehow I end up here. I don't know why. I still believe that love is on my side. Love is on my side. maybe not tonight. I can feel it when it rains. I can feel it still running through my veins. Ran so fast I couldn't even grow. Forgot where I belong. So my body on the dirty cold floor. Yet I believe that. I believe that. Oh, love is on my side. Love is on my side. Love is on my side. My side. Oh, maybe not tonight. I love is love is on my side. Love is on my side. Maybe not tonight.
Portugal have the accolade of scoring the most points at Eurovision back in 2017 with Salvador Sobral. How will they fare this year, according to our panel?
I'm quite used to being in a minority. I was in the minority of the press centre that heard Il Volo mess up their dress rehearsal when a significant and loud portion of Europe's fan media said they didn't. This song touches me in ways that others can't see. To me, it's the theme of a rather poor Bond film from the late 70s, early 80s should have had. Think a worse version of The Living Daylights, crossed with something that, again, I can't quite put my finger on, but I think it's a substandard Adele track with the strings in the verse. It's totally irrational and I really should be trashing this, and I know it doesn't have a hope in hell of getting through its semi-final, but there's something about it that keeps me coming back to it. I do think though that it would suit an Adele-like singing it rather than a man in a Panama hat and a stupid moustache. 6 points.
So you know how with Malta I was saying that every time I heard it I liked it that little bit more? I think it's the total opposite with Portugal. When I first heard it I was like, oh, I don't know why everyone's kind of, having a go at this. It's actually not that bad. But every time I listen to it, something about it annoys me. I don't know whether it's because the lead singer just looks that little bit too much like Darius from Pop Stars and Pop Idol, or whether it's the hat, I don't know, but there is something just a little bit annoying about the Portuguese song. They had, to be fair, not the best national final this year, not the strongest, and I just don't know who's going to pick up the phone and vote for this, which jury member's going to vote for this. I can well see this really rock bottom of the semi-final, and from me, 4 points.
Even though I've heard it before, I still don't expect that voice to come out. I imagine it's a song that I'd really enjoy if someone sang it when I was in the room, but I don't think it's something we'd actively choose to listen to. Although it does remind me of my almost forgotten obsession with Wet, Wet, Wet. We do love some good guitar squiddly middlies as well, but don't see this doing particularly well on the night. So it probably win knowing our track record. We're going to give this one 6 points.
It's very rare that I like a Portuguese song. The last one, 2019, I really, really loved. Conan Osiris. I thought that was genius and different and cool and Portuguese and amazing. This one fits back into my category of Portuguese songs that I don't like. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. Just nothing blends together. The voice and the song and the look and I can't see the consistency in any of it. Maybe that will change when we get to Eurovision and I see it on the stage. That's happened before with a lot of songs, but at the moment I can get nothing from the Portuguese song, I'm afraid. So yeah, for me, Portugal, nothing.
The Black Mamba from Portugal. It is not a bad song, however, I doubt it will make the step up into the grand final, as there are so many good songs in this year's Eurovision Song Contest that will make it very difficult for Portugal. Personally, the more I listen to the song, the more I like it. However, I'm afraid it needs more than my personal taste to make it successful at Eurovision 2021. Portugal, my 7 points go to you.
Pedro Tatanka is the star of Portugal's entry this year. It is all about his leading the Black Mamba from Festival de Canção to Rotterdam with Love Is On My Side. This is a little piece of English language history that will either make or break that appearing next year in their national final. It is such a mellow and soothing song, one to lay back and chill to. Unfortunately, that coolness may be its downfall though, if it is forgotten by most. 7 points from me.
Representing Romania.
Get closer, feel more. All Out Eurovision.
Once upon a time, I used to know a girl. Ripped jeans, messy hair, shining like a pearl. Like a summer day, she could push the night so far away. If you feel what I feel, see what I see, don't bring yourself down. You're not alone now. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. This world feels in a rush, and they say they know it all. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. Self-love, amnesia. So worry if it got you, 'cause you're not alone, not alone. I tried to fight it, but it's getting strong, getting strong, getting strong. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. Self-love, amnesia. So worry if it got you, 'cause you're not alone. Giving all they want might make you lose control. Take it, preaching words like I should know. People always say, be careful what you're wishing for. If you feel what I feel, see what I see, don't bring yourself down. You're not alone now. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. This world feels in a rush, and they say they know it all. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. Self-love, amnesia. So worry if it got you, 'cause you're not alone, not alone. I tried to fight it, but it's getting strong, getting strong, getting strong. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. Self-love, amnesia. So worry if it got you. Self-love, it's never gone. Self-love, put it back on. Oh, self-love, self-love. You're not alone, not alone, not alone. Self-love, amnesia. I lost myself trying to have it all. This world feels in a rush, and they say they know it all. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. Self-love, amnesia. So worry if it got you, 'cause you're not alone, not alone. I tried to fight it, but it's getting strong, getting strong, getting strong. Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. Self-love, amnesia. So worry if it got you, 'cause you're not alone.
Had a little stopover in Romania on my way back from Tel Aviv back in 2019. Very pleasant country. How pleasant is this year's song though? Let's go to our panel to find out.
Despite the song being called Amnesia, it's not a stretch to tell you that I did actually forget about it. So much so that even after writing this pithy little review, I can't actually remember what the song sounds like, and that's a very damning indictment. It just seems like it's a 3-minute monotonic drone of some sort of angsty teenage type who's telling us about something I long stopped caring about. If I'm thinking this after reviewing it, then God knows what the normal people are going to think about this song. Thank you next, more than likely. 1 point.
So I was fairly underwhelmed by the old grammatically incorrect alcohol you last year. So I, again, like one or two others, I was a little bit disappointed when it was announced that Roxanne was going to be Romania's entrant this year. But actually, I really like this. I think, I'm not quite sure why this isn't doing as well in the polls and some of the betting as I'd have expected. Good song, very, very, wouldn't say catchy, but it's got that sort of sound that hooks you in. She can sing. I like this. I think this is going to do okay. I think this is going to do better than some people are expecting, and I'm giving this 8 points.
This reminds me a bit of Billie Eilish, and don't really have much else to say about it. There's nothing wrong with the song, I just find it a bit meh, really. I feel like I've heard this song 100 times before, and it'll probably get lost amongst some of the much, much better songs that we're going to hear. They're going to give this one 4 points.
There's a lot of people who really love Roxanne and the Romanian songs, both last year and this year. Neither of them have really done it for me. I think last year's was marginally better, but we're not in a competition with last year's song. We're in a competition with all the other songs from this year, and I just don't see how this one stacks up. A lot of people really, really are loving it, but I find Roxanne's voice a little whiny, a little nasally, and not that pleasant to listen to. It's quite affected, which is a poncy term used in the music industry. But people do seem to like it, so maybe it will do well. But for me, it's alright. It's a good song. There's nothing wrong with it. I will pleasantly listen to it, but it doesn't really tick that many of my boxes that I like for music. So with that, I'm giving Romania 2 points.
When watching the video at the first moment, I thought there is Lorraine coming back to the Eurovision Song Contest singing for Romania. I am not sure about that song though, and I can't do anything with it really. It is not my cup of tea, and I think it even might have problems getting Romania into the grand final. However, Romania has a big diaspora in Europe, and hence that could work for Roxanne. I know that some people love the song and the singer, but personally it is not my favorite. I give it just 4 points.
If Roxanne is allowed to do what she does best, in Rotterdam we may well see a surprise hit from Romania. Amnesia lyrically is a thought-provoking story told with an emotional vocal masterclass by the Queen of Standing Still and emoting down the microphone. She is one of those singers who does not need to move to mesmerise the viewer. I'm a fan since Alcohol You. Roxanne gets my fingers crossed that she makes the final and the top 10 and gets 10 points.
Representing San Marino.
The world's biggest music contest, All Out Eurovision.
I'm burning up with afflictions. Give me your full attention. I want you to tame my fire now. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Can move without your eyes on me. It's like my body's yours only. So baby, don't leave me lonely now. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. We're like fire gasoline. Come and light it up with me. So high in adrenaline. You're my adrenaline. Just one touch and I'll ignite. I'm a flame on dynamite. So high in adrenaline. You're my adrenaline. Adrenaline. Oh, 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 this place so fancy. Let's go and light up this city. You're close enough, but I need you closer. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. You got me to this point, don't let go. No, I'm not leaving, no, without you. You know, I know, oh, oh, you know, I know. We're like fire gasoline. Come and light it up with me. So high in adrenaline. You're my adrenaline. Just one touch and I'll ignite. I'm a flame on dynamite.
One way or another, San Marino always give us something to talk about. I'm David Murphy, this is All Out Eurovision. Let's see what the panel make of this year's effort from them.
Where has this come from? Baby Rye have been sat in a corner with only Valentina Monetta and the comfort of their seemingly inevitable non-qualification for years, only for Valentina to go and get to the final one year. However, she was upstaged by the mighty Serhat bungling his way into the hearts of drunk Europe on a Tuesday, meeting me and several of my chums in Jerusalem on the Wednesday, and singing on a Saturday. Senate isn't going to meet us. She'll have to sing on a Thursday night, but there's no doubt she'll be singing on a Saturday. Valentina will be furious. The rest of us will, if there's any justice, be dazzled by how dosh gone good this song is. If Malta says winner because it's a natural progression and Italy screams winner but makes you want to run away, then this could be the dish of choice. Senate, who is mental by the way, has teamed up with a certain Mr. Flo Rida of Real Music fame, but I suspect they've never actually met and Flo possibly doesn't know what the contest is, but I don't care. It's an up-tempo banger of a track that relentlessly screams vote, vote, vote down the camera at me and doesn't make me cringe when Mr. Ryder starts rapping in the natural break. What worries me more than anything though is that it took 10 people to write this song. That trophy's going to have some air miles if it ever wins. 10 points.
Flo Rida, San Marino, but of course. Actually, no, two words you never expected to hear in the same sentence. Who knows what's going to happen? If he's going to turn up? Is he going to be a hologram? Is someone going to turn up on stage dressed as Flo Rida? Who knows? Look, this is a banger. I hate the phrase, but it is. This is going to be the song that will get people dancing when we're allowed to be on a dance floor again for months to come. I think this is going to be San Marino's best result ever, which I know isn't saying much. Look, it's not going to win, but fair play to them. They've put the effort in over the years, so I hope this gets a good result. San Marino from me, 8 points.
So straight off the bat, I'm going to be disappointed that this isn't Serhat, so that's always a hurdle for them to get over. And then we're annoyed that countries have had a whole year to write songs and this is what we get. But then there's a rap. And not only is there a rap, it's Flo Rida. Oh well, that's just a bit blooming special, isn't it? We can get on board with this. We'll definitely have a bop, but it's still really only about 8 points for us.
Senit represented San Marino already in 2011 in Düsseldorf, Germany, with the song Stand By. She definitely stood by waiting for that song that will bring San Marino definitely into the grand final of the Eurovision Song Contest 2021. Rapper Flo Rida is also part of the song, and for that I think San Marino must have found some money somewhere. In addition, Adrenalina has been written by a whole pile of famous Swedish songwriters and Senit herself. Compared to 2011, bravo to Senit for this huge step up, and I'm sure that San Marino will have their best result ever at the Eurovision Song Contest. My 10 points go to San Marino, Adrenalina.
When was the last time anyone said San Marino were a dead cert for the Eurovision final? Oh yes, never. But they're definitely going to say it this year. Ever since Senit put out her first freaky trip to Rotterdam video, I've been convinced that she would easily make Friday/Saturday night. With Flo Rida in tow, Adrenalina should give the microstate their best placing ever, probably a top 10. I can't wait to see this at the Ahoy. It's a 10 from me.
So when you touch me, I feel you all over my body. You make me feel like I'm spinning from the way that you want me. Put on a show, cuckoo completely. Some people think our love is freaky, freaky, freaky. They say we cray, I must be faking, but you and I, we like it freaky, freaky, freaky. Drinks on rooftops and kiss in the dark. Dance around late at night in the park. Sparkle it up, dressing in colors, 'cause life is good when we freaky, freaky, freaky. So when you touch me, I feel you all over
running. Yeah, we wanna break all the rules and make up some new that will destroy all of them too. Cause that's what we do, oh yeah. And life goes by too quickly now not to be freaking it up. Freaking it up, freaky, freaky, freaky. Drinks on rooftops and kissing the dark. Dance around late at night in the park. Sparkle it up, dressing in colors. Cause life is good when we freak it, freak it, freak it. Freak it, freak it, freak it. They say we crave and must be faking, but you and I, we like it freaky, freaky, freaky. Sparkle it up, dressing in colors. Cause life is good when we freaky, freaky. Yeah, we wanna break all the rules and make up some new that will destroy all of them too. Cause that's what we do, oh yeah. And life goes by too quickly now not to be freaking it up. Freaking it up. Break all the rules and make up some new that will destroy all of them too. Cause that's what we do, oh yeah. And life goes by too quickly now not to be freaking it up. Freaking it up. They say we crave and must be faking, but you and I, we like it freaky, freaky, freaky. Sparkle it up, dressing in colors. Cause life is good when we freaky, freaky, freaky. Freaky, freaky.